O weary travelers, the darkness is upon us. Our shores are fraught with peril, but your quest must begin there. It has been prophesied amongst the high seas that a different tale is being told, and with it, a monster few have seen, and even fewer have lived to tell the tale.
It's me. No, it's me. I'm the one speaking.
You're the one.
Yeah.
Got himself.
Welcome to another session of Hit the Dice. I'm SM Hillman. I'll be your game master tonight. And we're playing Mythic Bastionland tonight, so that's going to be fun. It was kickstarted earlier this year, and it's not fully out, so we're using the quick start, and we're using the most up-to-date quick start, I do believe. So if it's not exactly like the rules that are normally down, it's fine. If in the future you're watching this like, hey, that's not the rule. Well, it's the rule right now, so that's what we're using. All right. I'll do the thing in a minute. So first, before we get too deep into this, I want to go ahead and introduce our players for this evening, or let them introduce themselves. Jessica, go ahead.
I'm Jessica Nettles, author of Children of Menlo Park. I write historical fantasy and Southern Gothic horror, and I'm looking forward to seeing if I die this time.
We can arrange that.
I mean, it happens almost every time, so why not?
Yeah, cuz we'll see which one of us dies this time. Thanks. Appreciate that. I'm Jim Nettles. I write science fiction, urban fantasy, bit of horror, bit of this, that, and the other. Do a bunch of nonfiction stuff, including like business for creatives. One of the founders over at the Continual Convention, where we do crazy stuff, but not exactly like this. And yeah, a whole bunch of other stuff. So just come check it out. Yeah, of course, I'm just trying to recover because I just did an hour and 15 with Joe. So,
and now you're doing 2 hours here. How's about that?
And I'm here and ready to be a Knigget.
Sarah?
Hello. My name is S.G. Tosh, playing as Alessandra Flintheart tonight. I write urban fantasy and fantasy mystery, most of it set in Las Vegas or Nevada, which is where I'm from. I think the last time I was on, I died or went to jail or both. I can't remember. So we'll see what happens this time.
Jail.
Consider that life jail, I guess. Misty?
Hi, I'm Misty Massey. I'm the author of the Mad Kestrel series of pirate fantasy adventures and a bunch of other things that are going to come out next year, but just watch my website. You'll find out about that. I'm a cast member on the Authors and Dragons Actual Play D&D podcast. Come and listen to us play. It's ridiculous and stupid, and that's the way we like it. And I have brought along my emotional support Moopsie because I've had a hard 2 weeks.
Well, hopefully Moopsie will get some good swings in tonight.
Yep.
Judy?
Hi, I am Judy Black. I primarily write Dungeons and Dragons modules. My last one is Pathalo Possums, where you can fight an enormous possum and a group of possums that Voltron together to form a mecha possum. And yeah, I have not died and or gone to jail yet because I think this is my first time here, question mark, that I remember. But my brain is like made of wet cabbage, so that could be wrong.
Well, I guess we'll find out. All right. So before we get too deep into the game, let me make a few announcements for Go Indie Now. I'm more mysterious this way. No, I'm not. Okay. So this Tuesday, that'd be tomorrow. Let me back up. Earlier, as Jim mentioned, Joe and Jim were on 21 grams. So that's now on. That will be up for the recording should be up, I think, already. So check that out if you would. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, these are all Eastern times, Words That Kill, final season, episode 7, When Animals Die in Horror, fiction with Juliet Rose. So that's A.F. Stewart's Words That Kill. Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern is First Time for Everything with Juliet Rose. And her guest is A.A. Warner. Warren, A.A. Warren. So Saturday at 7 Eastern is Working the Indies with Joe and Brian Tan, talking about the movie The Wrestler and its influences 18 years later on the indie wrestling business. And Sunday at noon, it's This Week in Indies with your host, S.M. Hillman, about writing food in fiction. So that should be a lot of fun. All right, so if those of you who have not heard the blurb, I will go ahead and throw that out there. An island north of the northern fog where the sea foams and the wind cuts. Can you tell I'm a writer? There is a lake. They say a beast lies beneath the surface, waiting to devour the children of humankind. No one can describe the beast. No one has seen it and lived. But brave knights to witness this myth and live is your quest. So let's go ahead and go through real quick as well, and we will start with Judy Black. Go ahead and describe, or have you named your character yet? It's very important. Oh, you're muted, I think.
Still
Mute.
muted.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, that worked. Hooray. Technology is my friend.
See.
Yes. So I am going to be playing Harmony the Harmonica Knight.
Awesome.
Yep.
And Jim?
I am playing Angus McTavern Duckworth the Ninth, otherwise known as the Quack Knight. Or Sir Foie Gras.
Thank you for that. Misty?
I am Tabitha, and I'm the Moon Knight.
Awesome. And SG? Oh, you're muted.
My bad. I am Elisandra Flintheart, as I said, aka the Mighty Knight.
Awesome. And Jessica?
I'm Declan Shadow, and I'm the Shadow Knight.
Mysterious. Ooh. Wait, hold on. So, give.
I mean, the Riddle Knight. I'm calling it the Shadow Knight, but it's the Riddle Knight.
Give Jessica some. We'll give Jessica some blood splatter. There we go. All right. Okay, so Mythic Bastionland is like I said, it was it's if you've played Electric Bastionland or Into the Odd, these are all designed by Chris McDowell. So give a shout out to Chris. You can check it out if you do a search for Mythic Bastionland, you can find the Quick Start PDF. I really like this game as indie games go. So I think you guys will have a fun. Obviously, it takes in heavily influence from the Arthurian Knights legends, Knights of the Round Table. So if you enjoy that kind of gaming, I think you'll be in good shape. All right. Oh, so let's, we have to go ahead and everybody needs to choose their passion. Since your passion is the thing you do when you're trying to sort of recover your, which is it? Oh, we're looking up a rule. Hold on. We use passion to cover our. I thought, let's say it's
Spirit.
Spirit. Yes, thank you. There we go. It is spirit. I thought it was spirit.
I just happened to have the PDF open to that page.
I have spirits here too. It's a mini.
I somehow have closed it. I need to open mine back up again.
Well, I thought I had too, and then I literally clicked over to it right as Sean was going. It's the, like, oh, I see these words in front of me.
Go, girl.
Serendipitous.
Yes, it is. All right, awesome. Okay, so everyone will need a D20, and you'll also need a few other assorted dice, mostly D8s and D6s and D4s, I do believe.
Oh, my beloved, I get to use a D12 potentially. My
12's great.
favorite dice.
But 12 is my favorite as well.
It's just a good shape.
I heard.
Very comforting.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
I'm so superstitious with dice. I'm like, no, I can't use those. Those are my D&D characters' dice. I have to use a different.
Right.
Meanwhile, I'm over here digging through my box of dice going, which one is pretty?
Yeah.
I have supreme technology
Oh,
because I have no dice up here on the mountain.
I think I'm going to bust out my jar of dice.
Go,
Oh,
girl.
goodness.
All right.
I have my steampunk dice because they make a pretty sound when you roll them.
I might just use my giant sneaking dice because it makes a very satisfying thud.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't bring any dice with me on this business trip because TSA has a habit of stealing dice from you.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
What?
Yeah, I've had some friends who have some bad
Hell.
experiences with it. So
Yeah, I just always have gotten stopped and questioned if I try to bring through dice, so I have tried to stop.
Huh.
talking a little bit about moopsies.
Yeah.
Nobody appreciates that.
Call out to Rachel Carr.
That's one that glows in the dark. Nice.
Yeah, I made one for her. It does glow in the dark.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
So what does it take to get a moopsie, and can you have it ready for the 15th of December?
It all it takes is you messaging me and saying, "Hey, I want a moopsie," and then you get in line because right now I'm making something for my son's new girlfriend, and then a year after that. So that means she ranks because and then I might really like her.
Yeah, nobody likes me. It's all right. I'm used to it.
No, I do like you. You just have to come after that.
Okay, fine.
And I can get it to you by the 15th.
They just like other people
message
more.
me. Yeah, just message me.
All right. So you embarked on a boat because this is going to an island off the most northern of northernest shores, shrouded in fog.
That too.
And
That's
the journey.
that kind of fog.
It's a John Carpenter fog. Uh,
He got it. He got it.
that's a completely different adventure, actually. So, and you spend several days on the cold and windswept, storm-racked ocean before finally you see land. There are a couple ship handlers with you, mostly individuals dressed in, cowls and heavy clothes to stay warm. They don't do much. They don't say much, but they do get you to the shore, and you come ashore with a agreeable thud on the sand. The tide is in. It's lashing the shores of the island. You think you've hit the southern shore. As far as you know, you've hit the southern shore of the island. And you can look around, and to your left are 3 smaller boats, broken to pieces, lying half buried in the wet sand. In front of you is a solid forest that rises up to, but apparently rises up to mountains not too far away. What would you all like to do? Including turn around and going home. That's fine.
I was considering whether that would be an answer.
Just nah. I guess I would like to look at these other broken boats and see if I can figure out like what happened. Were they just a bad captain driving that boat, or like what?
Okay. To dismount from your boat, do you want to do it carefully, or do you want to like just sort of leap down?
We're careful because we're dainty.
Okay. So you carefully get down off the boat, your boat, and you sort of get knocked around by the waves coming in, coming out. So you're already soaked, right? It's already,
No,
you're
I'm not
already
soaked. I'm misted and elegant.
You're dewy.
Harmonica knights do not get wet; they glisten.
Sort of quacked has never feared a bit of water, but he's never been known as dainty.
So is the Quack Knight going to jump down?
Sure, what the hell? I'll get my kilt down.
All right, give me.
It's moist.
Make a.
No.
Too soon.
What do you want me to roll?
I want you to roll a 20, and roll under your.
I rolled a 10.
Is it less? What's your vigor?
11.
Oh well, then you make it. The Duck Knight jumps into the water and is not sort of like gets splashed by some waves, but walks away. It doesn't get sucked into the undertow.
Excellent.
Declan, how are you getting off the boat?
Very carefully. I do not want to get wet
Okay.
and ruin my boots.
You get down off the front. You drop down, no problem. The sand is still pretty wet, but it's it's been worse.
I'm moving very cat-like towards the boats, kind of looking around and checking around to see if there's anyone. I mean, we're on the beach. Does the beach slant up? Like, is there an incline?
Yes, there is.
Okay, I'm searching the incline.
Okay.
Is anybody watching us?
Go ahead and make a clarity save.
Okay, 20-sided.
20-sided roll under your clarity. Yep.
Okay. Wow. I got a 19.
Ooh.
Well, you cut off the boat carefully, but there's a lot of spray, so it's hard to see if anybody's watching you.
Okay. Once I get past the spray, I'm going to continue looking.
Okay.
Because that's the first thing on my mind is like, who else is watching us?
All right. The Moon Knight
Me.
Not Moon Knight the character, because we're not going to get sued, but the Moon Knight.
I mean, I keep thinking that.
Well, I was going to say that I leap off the boat, but then I looked and my vigor is only 9, and so I'm not sure that my leap is going to be all that exciting, but I'm going to do it anyway.
All right, give us a vigor save.
And that's a 20.
Mm-hmm. And you went low.
Ooh, 3.
Okay, yeah, you're like you just bound right off the boat and land in the sand, and
Do a
Well
do
done.
a superhero landing.
yes, there we go.
Oh, well done.
Thank you.
Alessandra. Did I get that right? Yes, I think I did.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna fully jump off the boat.
Okay.
I'm not the smartest in the world. I got a. You said vigor.
Mm-hmm. And you went under.
I want under that number. I got a 6.
Okay. Yep. You also leap off the boat, no problem.
Okay.
The harmonica knight. You do get over to the boats and you see that they were smashed. It's difficult to tell, but go ahead and you can give a clarity save to see if you can discern what's been happening.
Okay. That is a 10, and my clarity is 11.
Okay, so you're able to examine the boats, and it looks like they were smashed after the fact.
Okay.
After landing?
Yes, after landing.
Signs of a battle?
Yeah.
Or they just didn't
Or
want to
sabotage.
Well, the boats had a battle, yes.
The boats
They
did
lost.
not win their battle,
They
yeah.
did not win their battle.
Yeah.
Is there anything of value in left amongst the boats or on the shore nearby?
Shinies.
Okay. So also in the boat, you find a wrapped leather. We find a leather bag. It looks like there's something in it about this big, and
I'll open up a leather bag. Why not?
yeah. And inside the leather bag is a leather-bound book.
I thought you were about to say another bag.
I was waiting for a head to show up. You know,
What does the book look like?
It is a rectangle, and it's got it is.
Does it have a title on it?
It does not have a title on it, but it does have several colored bookmarks coming out of it, and it's leather bound.
Sure, let's pick a bookmark. We'll go with the second bookmark.
Okay, that's the purple bookmark, and you open it, and it looks like it's someone's diary or journey, like a diary of the journey they're on.
What does it say?
On this part, it talks about so there was some disagreement among the knights who were coming here, so they decided to split into 3 boats.
Not splitting the party.
Right.
No.
And one of the boats drifted away from the other 2, and he's cursing the 3 knights who he isn't actually casting a curse, but he's cursing them in his writing, or whoever wrote this is cursing them and wishing ill upon them. So I guess he did curse them.
well then.
So
So-
what else is bookmarked?
There are prayers. There are sketches of the knights' companions, and there's a small, sort of like a quartermaster report of food and things like that. And it basically a continuous report to see how low their provisions are getting.
Oh,
And what's
shove
the
book back
last
in
entry?
Oh, go. Oh,
Last entry. The last entry is whoever wrote it says they're down to two of us. There are only two of us left. I think the three from the other boat have been taken by the island. I saw them last night, and they are no longer the knights they were when last I saw them. So he's talking about the three knights in the boat that went off by itself.
Are they now the knights who say "ni"?
See, now I'm scared that we're going to find like a building marked Dharma, and be stuck in hell forever.
hell, let's
Oh,
stick
did I
the-
give something away?
No.
No.
Let's stick the book back in the bag, and I'll throw it over my shoulder.
Okay. So you're not to get very much 1980s text adventure on us, but you can go left up the beach, right up the beach, or you can venture into the forest.
Control S to save game.
Yeah.
Let's go
Even
north.
beer
Well,
out.
what we see up the beach each direction, is there anything of note?
No, not really.
More
If you
beach.
yeah, more beach. The forest comes very close to the beach, like 100 yards from the water.
Well, I'm getting tired of the sand crawling its way into my armor. It's up my
Let's
kilt.
go to the forest.
Yeah, I think we have to go to the forest anyway, eventually.
We're going to end up there.
Yes.
Tally ho!
If the island took these people, let us go into the island and take them back.
Fuck that. I just want to know if they had anything useful on them when we find their bodies.
Well,
He's just looking for beer.
Yeah.
Scotch! Scotch, damn
Only
it.
so mercenary when we play.
All right.
I'm down to my last mini bottle over here. I don't want to.
Oh my.
So as you go to the forest, what are you sticking together? Are you walking like line abreast? Are you walking one behind the other?
I'm duck walking into the woods.
I'm happy
I think we
to
should
be
do it
near the
spread.
front.
I will happily be in the middle.
I'll go to the right. Let's just do like a spread. I think
Okay.
that might
We're
be
just
smart.
kind of
Are we
monkey
forming
walking.
a cross?
We could do like a migration pattern triangle style.
Right?
I'm going to do my sharp, pointy object just in case, because I got to hack patch the bush.
All right. You enter into the forest, and it's mostly gravel for the first 20 yards or so, and then it gets into much more soil. But it's a lot looser than you figured it should be. It's not. I mean, it's moist or damp, however you prefer. But it's
Quicksand?
the soil looks and feels strange to the touch. It's just not something you expected to see in a forest.
Is there a stick nearby, a long stick nearby I can start poking with?
Yep.
So I'll take a stick from nearby and I'll start poking the sand because I'm looking for quicksand.
Yeah.
I learned from Gilligan's Island, damn it.
That's right. The Gen Xers are all going quicksand, man.
I really thought in my adulthood I would experience more quicksand than I ended up doing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overblown peril, definitely.
Right.
Absolutely. I thought I was going to be kidnapped an awful lot, but here we are.
You just didn't go to the right band.
Kidnapped and thrown into quicksand.
That's right. That's right.
So it acts like normal soil, just like the texture is strange and it looks almost like it's like large grains of soil, but looks odd. Almost in our mind, if to a modern eye, it might look artificial.
Hmm.
I'm gonna stab it with my sword or my knife
Your
or
stick
whatever.
or okay.
My pointy thing.
Do we? Yep. All right. You you stab into it. Doesn't cry out. It doesn't react in any way.
I'm really glad that the dirt does not cry out.
I was bracing, you know.
I was too.
Yeah, I was not quite sure.
I was
Well, hell,
waiting
let's
for
keep
that
walking.
back to arch up, you know.
Yep.
Who's
Onward.
who's on the far left of the line?
I
Did anyone say?
I
Who's
don't
in the
think
middle?
anybody said.
I'm probably front middle is where I would put myself.
I'm assuming I'm in the middle because I'm poking at the sand. And everybody's looking at me like I'm an idiot.
I'm right
I
next
mean,
to
it's
you.
pretty
Yeah.
normal.
I have my mace up ready to hit something in case it.
All right, we'll see
Said I
the
was
moon.
taking it right.
The Moon Knight.
Okay,
You
sure.
see something as you all are starting to walk through. You go through some hedges and thick brush, and for the moment, you can't see anybody else. But ahead of you is something poorly hidden behind a tree.
An object or something living?
It looks like something living.
Oh boy.
Now come out from behind there.
Do we hear that?
I can see
Yeah.
you behind that tree. Come out now.
Yeah, do we hear the
You-
Well,
moon?
there's the mom voice.
You you do hear something in the distance, but it sounds like it's very far away. The rest of you sound like it sounds like it's very far away.
Okay.
I done left y'all behind.
We split the party, oh no!
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
mean
swap
to.
my mace.
Too late
and
now,
put
man.
that
Y'all
down.
were busy sticking sticks in the path. What was I
No.
supposed to do?
It peeks or the person peeks from around the tree, and you see that it's a man with very long white hair, dressed
Oh.
in a robe that's the robe is plain and dirty at the hem, but he looks wizened and old, but he apparently he is also acting very timid.
It's okay.
Almost like a child would.
Greeting, fellow
you can come
traveler.
out.
Where's the nearest pub?
You can come out. It's
I
all
think
right.
we can do this.
What are you? Do you have your weapon out?
I know I didn't.
Okay,
I've
then
probably got the mace slung over my shoulder because I've been banging the sand.
right, but none of the rest of you are seeing this. No, yeah, none of the rest of you see this. Only the Moon Knight's seeing this person. So he will like sort of edge out around the tree, and what will he say? He would say,
I'm a lost king, and here's my kingdom and all of my gold. That's what he says.
Yay!
The end.
On me.
so he'll like edge closer, and then he'll like look at you and say, "Honor the seers," in, like very choppy, like honor the seers.
Do I know what that means?
Yeah, it's one of the oaths that you take.
Did I? Okay. Then I will say I do honor the seers.
I seek the myths.
I seek the myths. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
I don't know if
What's
there's a
the code word?
but
I
like he'll
seek the myths. I honor the seers, and I protect the realm.
He will slowly, sort of almost on all fours, kind of make his way to you.
Okay.
And when he's about a couple yards away, he'll sort of like drop to his knees and say, like holds out his hand and is saying, honor the seers.
What the hell? It doesn't matter. I might die. I'll take his hand. I'll take
Okay.
his hand and try to bring him back up to his feet.
Okay, so we'll stop there for the moment.
Okay.
So the rest of you sort of break the hedgerow, and you're looking, and you see the Moon Knight is not in the position that they were before.
Damn forest already eating them.
Tabitha?
Can I hear them calling me?
You hear them like a really far away, like almost like you can like barely hear them, but you can hear them.
Okay. I'll yell, "I'm over here!"
Can we hear her?
At least I think I do. I may be dead. Maybe, never mind.
For a moment, it takes you a moment, but then you do hear, "I'm over here." So depending on where you were in relation, either to your left or to your right.
All right. Where did they go? Everybody hear that?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the direction.
Friends, before we go, I have a suggestion. Why don't we hold hands?
Because then I have to put down my bangy thingy.
But then if we get eaten by the forest, we'll be together.
This is
Yeah, I'm just gonna
not
take off
necessarily sounding like the.
But
Not quite the flex you meant it to be.
but
Somebody better
friends.
So is anyone holding on to one another before they enter back into the hedgerow?
No, I've got my damn mace.
Me too.
Oh goodness! I just kind of
We're
roll my
knights.
eyes and walk past him and go, "Come on!" and look at Harmony and say, "Come on, Harmony!"
We are
You
connected.
hold my
And grab
hand.
Harmony's hand.
Thank you.
We have
My
roll my eyes.
shrubberies to destroy. So,
Ironically, you do. Yeah.
It's my first adventure. I'm a little scared.
So you come into, or so as that's happening, you pull the man to his feet. He seems very reluctant, but he's not physically disabled. He's not physically, he doesn't appear to be hurt. He seems relatively robust, like he's been eating and properly and things like that. But he seems just very, very timid. And as soon as you get him to his feet, he like sort of sways a little bit, and it takes him a moment to kind of figure out what he's doing, what he's about. And then he seems to hear something, and he like whips around behind you, and now he's using you. He's like behind you, using you like he was the tree.
I'll look in the direction that he's looking.
In that direction, you see a big four-legged creature, gray of fur with black stripes, like a tiger, but with gray fur instead of yellow. But it's got the head of a beautiful woman. It blends, right? It's not flesh and then fur. It blends it completely. But she, or the creature, you see seems to be stalking the two of you.
I'll draw my axe.
Okay.
So can the rest of us see the wee beastie?
We're there
In
yet.
a minute. The beast hunkers down and moves behind a tree. But as it moves behind a tree, it begins to appear from another closer tree. So it's gotten closer to you in this sort of like moving in through the shadows type of thing. Now everybody else sort of, even if you were holding hands, you sort of stumble into, you go into the hedgerow and you sort of stumble out of it again. And you're a bit separated from each other, but not too bad. You can see each other. And in the distance, you do see the Moon Knight, axe drawn, a figure with a white hair and white robe cowering behind, and then you see a big cat. Essentially, from your side, it's a big cat.
Remind me what time of day it is.
You arrived mid-morning.
Oh, of course we did. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Moon Knight.
But there are like clumps of shadow here in the forest.
Yeah, but to use my skill, it has to be night or full darkness, not just a little bit of darkness.
Okay.
It has to be super ultra dark. So that's all right. Is there a clearing that's open to what little sunshine there is?
Yeah, in front of you, there's a bit of light. I will say sunshine because it's cloudy overhead.
Right. I'm using one arm. I'm keeping Pawpaw behind me, and I'm trying to scoot us into the middle of the most light area. But I'm keeping my eye on Tiger Lady too.
Okay. As you're sort of making your way that direction, he finally speaks. He says she wants me to marry her, but I don't want that.
Okay, that was not what I thought you were gonna say. And does marriage involve bloodletting, or
she will feast upon me once we've mated, like she does all her husbands.
Gotcha. Figured. Okay, that would explain why you don't want to get married to her. I can see your point.
And at that point, like, so you all are starting to hear this conversation taking place, and you do see the cat sort of move again. She like stands up, arches her back and says, "He's exaggerating." Like she calls out to the Moon Knight, "He's exaggerating. I haven't eaten all of my mates." And she's like licks her tongue comes out and she licks her face. Just the tasty ones.
Just the tasty ones. Oh, okay. And is he tasty? Does he look tasty to you, or?
She doesn't answer with words, but you can see there's like a gleam in that cat look in her eye and anticipation.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He doesn't want to marry you.
It is the way of the forest.
Go find another mate. There's got to be somebody else.
There are no more, unless you want to marry me.
No.
No thanks.
Nope. No, thank you. I'm sworn to the duty of the kingdom. I can swear no other oaths to anyone else. So
at that, she laughs and she like moves. She does her trick again. She goes into a dark shadow by one tree and comes out a little bit closer. And you all watch this as well. So while they're talking, what are the four of you doing?
I've drawn my bow.
Yeah, my mace is already out. I'm just watching her kind of. I'm pretty much ready to jump in as soon as the Moon Knight kind of gives a signal. This is your dialogue, but I'm like.
Are you all getting closer, or are you keeping distance?
I'm staying with my party.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start probably getting a little bit closer. But you say that. Do I see any of the other shadows around moving, or are they just shadows?
They appear to be just shadows.
And so how thick are the woods here?
In this area, they're like very, very thick around, but there's this area now where action is happening where it's just a tree here and a tree there, but the canopy is very thick.
Can I see that my party members are joining me?
You can now. There was at first it was hard to tell, but almost as if like in a Zoom call, if the background is blurred, right? It's very much like that. But now it's all coming into focus, and you do see the four of them making sort of very carefully making their way towards you.
Okay.
So I'm going to say we probably need to square up so we've got a place for them to scoot into.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all. Glad you're here. Could use a little help.
Nobody told me there was going to be a wedding. I hope it's open bar.
It's not going to be a wedding. Papa doesn't want to get married.
Not Papa.
I've slid into the shadows, trying to find a good opening to let go on our bride.
I'll keep talking to her and try to keep her attention on me.
Okay.
So
She's obviously aware of the others, but her attention is mostly focused on you and your the person you're attached to now, or is attached to you.
my papa.
Where'd you find your pet?
He was behind a tree hiding from the tiger lady. She wants to get married. Hey. You want a wedding?
I'll perform the wedding. Come on, Lassie. Let's get this thing done and over with. We got stuff to do.
She moves into the tree shadows and appears like a little bit further away from you all, but also further away from the Moon Knight. And she jumps up on a small boulder and sits down and tail flicking. How dare you invade my kingdom? Did you bring me gifts? Which of the flesh before me now shall I devour to allow the others to live?
No, not food. None of us are food. No devouring. No weddings, no devouring.
Those are good rules.
I mean, can we just try to back out of here if she's not actively keeping us here?
Yeah, just put it in reverse.
I'm just okay.
Sure. I'll give it a shot.
She will hunt us.
Okay, so you were trying to move back into the hedgerow?
Yeah, just back the way we came.
Yeah.
I'll be alarmed now.
But taking Papa with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is trying to back up? Okay.
I'll probably wait until the Moon Knight is closer to us before I back up.
Okay. All right. So those who are backing up first, go ahead and give me a spirit save.
Yeah. I got a nat 20. I don't know what that does.
Probably got an 8, and I got a spirit of 9.
Okay.
Never win
20s. I have a spirit of 10, and I rolled an 11.
So you back into the hedgerows with Papa, but you can't get through. And he's like, "No, her magic is too strong." The Duck Knight actually is able to back out, and you sort of once you're out, you sort of realize that there's a temperature differential. It's warmer in there than it is in the regular forest. The person who rolled the 20, at the 20, there's no natural or anything like that, but you do find yourself you like move back into the hedgerow, and it closes around you. And you feel like you're only right now. Right now, you're just a pair of eyes in the dark. You feel like you've lost your body somewhere, but you're peering out. And you see everything.
Okay.
It's a bit disconcerting.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
That's it.
Oh, I see.
All right, so she will. The two people who are still here,
Uh-huh.
or the two who didn't try to back out, I guess. She will. Well. Aren't you brave? It looks like she's going to attack, but since you are all the knights, the two of you will get to decide what you're going to do first. You don't
I'm
have to attack
firing
her.
on her.
Yeah, I mean, but you can attack her if you want. You don't have to.
I'm going to. I'm firing on her.
Okay.
Now, if I roll like I normally do, it won't matter. But
Well, don't roll yet until we. So you're going to fire on her.
right.
Judy, what are you going to do?
What am I gonna do?
Who knows?
You know what? Harmony is dramatic, so we're gonna just. I'm going to attempt to stop her from moving.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
You go. Girl.
Right. She's further away from us than I thought.
Well, it doesn't matter how far she is. You can move to her from anywhere within this area. You can move to her and do something.
Okay. Okay, so I would like to try and like kick up a cloud of dust or something to just obscure her vision, or do something so that she can't see us as clearly.
Okay.
I don't know if that works.
Well, what are you trying to what are you going to use to do that?
Do you have a gambit of stop?
No, I was just looking at the gambits that I have. Shield. Bolster, move, repel, stop, impair, trap, dismount, and other. Other's always my favorite.
Yeah, you can stop her. All right. You think maybe if you can use your weapon to kick up a bunch of
yeah, just to get her to sort of have to get the dirt out of her eyes or something.
Okay. Let's see. All right, so that's the game that you're going to give. Everybody, go ahead, or the both of you roll your dice. Let's see.
Okay. That's a D20. Yeah.
Well, no, you.
Oh.
You take whatever weapon you're going to use.
Okay.
So you have. What do you have? You have.
I have an axe.
And do you also have a shield? I think.
Yes.
Okay, so you roll a D8 and a D4.
Okay.
And Jessica, what do you have? You have your bow.
I have a bow.
Yeah. All right, so you roll your bow is a D8, I think.
It's a D6.
Okay, so roll
D6
your
long.
Yep, roll your D6.
Okay. Okay, I got a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Judy, what did you get on your dice?
I got a 6 on the axe and a 2 on the shield.
Okay.
Can I bolster the attack?
So there's the 6. Right. All right. So we have the 4. We have the 4 dice. We have the 6. We have 3. Excuse me. We have the 6. We have the 2 and the 1. So the 6 could be spent on a gambit at this point, but it wouldn't. So it wouldn't take any damage this round, but you could impair her movement if you wanted to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, so two of you working together sort of impair her movement. She basically gets dirt in her eye and slips off the rock and falls down. It gets back to her feet, of course, very quickly. But any sort of attack she was going to plan is completely messed up. Okay, so now we have. Let's start with the Moon Knight. You're still trying to back out, or you're going to try to come back into what's going on. You saw what happened, but you were sort of like very distant from it, if that makes sense.
Okay. I'm feeling very responsible for Pawpaw, so I'm going to keep trying to back out and get him to what I consider safety.
Okay, give me a spiritual save then, or spirit save. Spirit.
Oh, that's better. 1.
Oh, okay. So you withdraw with Papa back into the area, and you see, at least briefly, you see the Duck Knight, who is now doing what? What are you doing, Jim?
So I'm staring. I'm waiting to see where the hell everybody else is at because they're all slacking, always running late. So I'm gonna stand there and just count for a round, waiting to see who else comes back through.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming I'm gonna give at least a 1 count before I go trying to charge back in.
Right. So you two see each other outside of the hedgerow.
Okay.
So where's everybody else?
Well, the Harmonica Knight and the Shadow Knight are fighting this big tiger with a lady head. She's kind of bizarre looking, but she wants to marry Pawpaw here, and so we've gotten Pawpaw out. But now
You should have seen my third stepmother. This lady's got nothing on her. I mean, so don't be talking bad about the poor lady. Just
well, he doesn't want to marry her, and he has the right to say no. So, but
I don't know. He barely looks like enough to gnaw on. So let's.
Now I've forgotten, where was Alessandra?
Alessandra is disappeared completely.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
and I don't know
Eyes
what
in the
happened to
darkness.
Alessandra.
So, Alessandra, you feel like you can either move forward back into the area and regain your body. You can try to go back and escape it again, or you feel like maybe you can maneuver within the maybe maneuver within the hedgerow a little bit to try to get to a better place.
Can I get closer to our enemy while I'm in the hedgerow? That I would like to do that.
Okay, go ahead and give me make a clarity save, please.
Do I use the same dice? I don't know. I will. 6.
Okay, so you sort of you play around. You practice, or you push at your boundaries, right? And you realize that you can move quickly within the hedgerow, and you feel so it's like a lot of prickly bushes and things like that. So you feel it, even though you don't feel your body, you do feel it like brushing against you, but it doesn't harm you when it does so. You're able to sort of navigate it without harm, and you do move to a position where you're closer to your enemy now.
Okay. Am I close enough that if I were to jump out, I could attack still, or?
Yep, you feel like whenever they make the next round, as it were, you will be able to move out and attack.
Then that is what I would like to do whenever I have that option.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so this round, Moon Knight, what are you doing? You don't see, the only person you see is the Duck Knight.
I'm just kind of hanging out for a minute. I mean, I'm keeping an eye on Pawpaw.
Duck Knight, what are you doing?
All right, what happens if I go? So can I hear anything else going on? I know it's kind of off in the distance, but can you hear anything or see anything?
Yeah, you can't see anything, but you can hear the distant sounds of battle.
All right, I'm gonna try to push my way back through the hedgerow.
As you're trying to do so, Pawpaw is as good a term as anything, like tugs on your sleeve and says, asks you if you have any hickory Do you have any hickory to chew on, friend?
Why
I don't-
hickory?
I like the taste.
I don't think that I do.
Why are you slowing me down when I'm getting ready to go back into?
I'm hungry, friend.
Well, go talk to your grandma over here because she's the one that's insisting you be kept alive.
Granddaughter, thank you.
All right. So, Declan, what are you doing? You going to shoot again, or
I'm gonna shoot again.
okay? Harmony, what are you doing?
Is there anything that I can do to help give the Shadow Knight a better shot? I just was trying to look through my stuff, and I'm not sure if
Let's
there
see where the gambits.
is. Repel, stop, impair.
She's not mounted, even though she's on.
I know, yeah, that's why I was like,
So let's try other. You're just going to describe what it is you would like to do.
I mean, I guess can I try and draw the creature's attention to me to maybe give the Shadow Knight slightly more time to do their shot?
Um,
Do a little toot toot on my harmonica.
you can certainly capture the attention of the creature. Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Make it sound like a train.
And if you want, you can use one of your dice to bolster for a point of damage. So
Sure.
but to do so, that's right. It has to be a die of 4 or higher. So just remember that. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Then SG, Alessandra, what are you going to do? What kind of attack are you going to make?
Okay, so never played this game before, so I'm gonna need some help. I have a mace, so I'd like to burst out and attack with my mace.
Okay.
I also have the smite feat that I would like to use if I can.
Okay, let's take a look at smite.
It's plus D12 or blast to a melee attack, big save, or become fatigued.
Okay.
I
So
was gonna ask about that too.
yeah, absolutely. You can both use smite. You're releasing your righteous fury. Yeah. So before it has to be a melee attack though for smite.
Okay.
That's mine.
So that would be so Alessandra, definitely that would be yours.
Mm-hmm.
Declan, if you want to use your bow, you can't use smite, but you could, use your melee weapon and move in if you wanted.
Oh, okay. The only melee weapon I have, I think, is a dagger,
Okay.
which means I'd have to get in real close.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Let me hold off and use the bow again, and let's see if we can put her down a little bit more before I go in with just the dagger.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, I can throw out bonus dice, can I? Okay. So, Declan, you can have an additional D6 because the harmony is distracting.
Toot toot.
Yeah.
Toot, toot. Okay.
The Queen Tiger.
Okay.
Color.
Doing a mean
Excellent.
Cotton Eye Joe rendition
Okay.
right now.
So, all three of you, though, go ahead and roll your dice. So, if you have a weapon and a shield, you can roll both those things, both of those, plus your bonus dice as well.
Oh, that's me? Okay.
Hold on.
So.
Let me see what we got here. Do I have a shield?
I'll let
No,
you
I have a
go
shield.
first.
I have a shield.
So, Jessica, you're rolling 2d6.
Yes.
SG, you're rolling your I think a D8 and a D4 plus your D12 because you're smiting.
Might.
Okay.
And Judy, you're rolling a D6 and a D4.
Okay.
Dude, he's wanted a time.
Or D8 and a D4, excuse me.
Ooh.
All right, so I got a 3 and a 6.
Okay.
I got a 5, a 4, and a 12.
Ooh, okay. 12 is highest.
I got a 5 and a 4.
Okay, so the 12 we'll use that for damage.
Woohoo!
Judy, you had talked about using one of your dice to bolster that to damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you use the 5 to bolster that to a +1.
Okay.
All right, so that's going to be a total of 13 damage. Make sure I'm doing this right. Then we want to form a shield wall. Okay, so subtract their armor. So it takes 9 damage.
Nice.
And then do I need to roll a save?
Yes, you do need to roll your save now to try to not be fatigued.
Okay. Oh, 19. Man.
So you're fatigued, so it means you can't do any more feats until you rest, but
That's not so bad.
you can still do normal stuff.
Okay.
Jim, you move through. You can go into the kingdom, but it's like Hotel California. It's hard to get out. So you do move through the hedgerow and into the area, and you see that the other 3 have managed to sort of corner Queen Tiger, and Queen Tiger now has a very bad wound, and she lets out everybody's heard of Madcap before, I'm assuming, but and bares her fangs, but she is going to attack Harmony because Harmony's right there.
Yeah, but I've been drawing attention, so fair enough.
Can't stand another rendition of Cotton Eye Joe. I'd attack you too.
That's fair. Fair enough. I think my cats would attack me if I did that too.
So her highest total is 4. What's your armor? Well, you have a shield and Gambison, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2. Okay. Do you?
I have guard of 4.
Okay, so you have 2 guard remaining, so you evade the attack.
Woo woo!
Hmm.
The harmonica intensifies.
I was looking for harmonic music. I'll be back.
We have a harmonica around here somewhere.
Oh, wow.
All right, so Moon Knight,
Oh, yeah, me. That's right.
Yeah.
House of the Rising Sun on harmonica.
God.
Now I'm gonna play Freebird via harmonica.
You did your Queen Tiger roar, and
I shrink back into the hedgerow.
he's very much scared behind you now. It's like she'll eat me, she'll devour me, she'll do unspeakable things to me before she eats and devours me.
That's called a wedding night.
It's okay. My friends are taking care of her. She's not going to force you to marry her. It's okay.
My vow of chastity is the only vow I haven't broken. He says, "Don't let her do that to me. You have to save me." He's kind of like shaking, you know. So, what would you like to do?
Who was that to?
No, it's to Misty, who might be.
I think Misty might be frozen.
Oh no! Oh no! She attacked her frame rates directly.
The Moon Knight is stuck in the hedgerow at the moment.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Hedges are too powerful.
Don't
All
be
right,
alarmed now.
I
let's
love
pop-
that as a
let's pop
euphemism
to-
for frozen internet is stuck in the hedgerow.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what would you like to do, Moon Knight? He's said that he can't let her take his chastity away from him.
Okay, we're protecting your chastity. Don't worry. We are knights of the realm. We have got you covered. It's okay. Now I do have a question though. How did you come to be here?
He says that we arrived on a boat forever ago, a lifetime ago.
I think we found your boats when we got here. Are they the ones crashed on the beach?
Yes, the ogre did that.
Ogre. Oh, there's an ogre. How nice. Okay.
He says, yes, just one, but he's quite fierce.
Okay. Does he usually stick around the beach, or are we going to run into him up here in the woods?
Yeah, he doesn't. He just sort of like freezes it, like his internet is frozen. He simply can't comprehend that level of question at this point.
Okay. That's all right, Papa. Just stay right here. And
He shakes his
do
head.
you actually have a name?
Again, he's kind of frozen. He's
Okay.
thinking, but it's like the
He's
hard drive
buffering.
is moving, but it's not getting any information.
Okay. That's
He's got a
interesting.
buffer.
You're going digital and he's analog.
He's
Or-
he's out of virtual memory, so
Has he just been here so long he doesn't remember what names are?
could be.
Yeah.
All right. Inside the hedgerow, there are now four of you. What is everyone wanting to do?
Charge! I'm gonna go take a swing with my mace and
Attack.
protect myself with my shield. I shall go be Knigget.
Okay. Declan?
I'm attacking again.
Okay. Alessandra?
Yeah, I'm swinging away.
Okay. Harmony?
I guess I'll attack.
Okay. Does anybody want to use a gambit? Do you have to announce gambits first? Let me check that. Do you have to say that you don't like gambit first? Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Take it back. Take it back.
I'm not saying he's the lamest X-Man. He's just not one of my favorites.
Magic Gambit. Oh, wait.
Okay, so gambits come after you roll your dice, so you don't have to plan those. You don't have to announce those first. Okay, great. Okay, so everybody. So if you have a shield and a weapon, you can roll the D4 for the shield as well. So everyone who's going to attack, roll your dice.
Okay. Am I rolling 2 or 1?
You're rolling one die.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
6 and 1.
So the mace is what, 8-sided die.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
So I got a 6 and a 1.
Okay.
Hey, me too.
7 and 3.
Okay, so the 7 is the highest. And did anyone want to spend a 4 or higher on a gambit?
Let's see.
Is it possible to bolster her attack?
Sure is. Yep.
And I'll do that with my 6.
All right, so that becomes an 8.
Yeah, I think I'm going to bolster the attack as well.
Okay, make sure.
The power of friendship. Look, Harmony thought she was signing up to be a magical schoolgirl. No one told her.
Oh no.
You were gravely misled.
Yes. Yeah. Harmony wandered
Let me
into
guess,
East
your
High
home has a
from a
bow,
different
has a pink
genre.
bow on it, right?
I don't know what timeshare pitch they gave you, but
Yeah.
it's all
No,
lies.
it was the power of friends.
All right, so that's 8.
With the power of friendship, I'm gonna behead you.
Okay, so
I could not love that more if I tried.
I'm picturing a squirrel with a giant axe right now.
Declan
Oh my
suddenly
God.
wants to become Harmony's drinking buddy. That's it. We are now drinking buddies.
Oh my God.
so the 7 becomes an 8, and it cleaves into the queen tiger, and she literally poofs out of existence, but with a sinister, "You've not defeated me. You've just."
I'm just late for tea.
Right, exactly.
In other words, a
I'm
Cheshire
outta
cat
here.
move.
I wanted to leave anyway, and then suddenly the hedgerow is gone, and you're all there together.
I thought death would be a lot bloodier than that.
I don't think she's
It
dead.
usually is.
Oh,
I think we should get out of here.
yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Where's the old dude?
He's like on the ground, like exhausted, like he's the one who did all the fighting.
Seriously, dude.
He's like, "It's too much. It's too much. It's too." And then he like looks up and sees that she's gone and everything is gone. He's like, "Oh, you've defeated her. We should hurry away. She'll be reformed soon."
That sounds like a good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah.
To the beach.
Do you have a recommendation as to what direction we shouldn't be going? As I talk to the old dude.
Oh, yeah, there was something about an ogre.
He's like, the ogre is towards the sun, so his arm goes east.
Let's go east.
You want to go to the ogre?
Well, apparently he's probably going to be friendlier than the chick here. I mean,
he smashed the boats.
Well, I mean, if the ogre's always with the sun, does the ogre just pace back and forth across the island all day so that it can always be with the sun?
Here's the better question. Where do we want to be on the island? If we
Off.
ask the other guy.
He's like, I don't know why you're even here on the island. I'm just glad that you came. We can go to my humble abode.
Let's go to your humble abode.
Yeah,
Let's go to the humble abode.
Wait, I thought he was a Vestal Virgin. Is he inviting us to see his etchings?
All right.
Scandalous.
Is he Vestal?
Oh my.
So apparently there are things. Okay, so let's hear. While we're moving towards the humble abode of the hermit, Southern Moon Knight. I like that. There we go. This is supposed to be more Excalibur than Holy Grail, but I should have known better.
We're
Ain't that the way
sorry.
it always? No, we're not.
Well,
No, you're not. No, you're really not.
consider the cast,
It's best to be together. Very good. Also, no. Okay. Elizabeth says quite the cougar. Yeah, that's true. Cougar indeed. Yep. Cotton Eye Joe. Them's fighting words. Okay. Yep. Joe asking us not to get copyright strikes. Yep. I think it's too late for that. The minute they hear Moon Knight, it's say to the copyright people, not Moon Knight.
Yeah, Marvel Assassins are already on the way. It's too late.
A Moon Knight.
No, you did not take vows of chastity. He did.
Okay, I got scared.
He chose poorly.
Yeah, just Papa. Correct. Yep.
Now there's a match.
There's
Ah,
that,
right?
but
we are gathered here to marry.
in the great world of fairy tales, that would have happened already.
Mm-hmm. She must be
Oh,
allergic to ogre meat.
It could be that it already did. We just don't know.
That could be her ex.
Joe, is that could be her ex? Yeah, Joe, is that a vague Aqualung reference or not? I mean, Jethro Tull reference.
No, it's
Led
not Jethro Tull.
Zeppelin. Oh my God, Led Zeppelin. Stairway
Oh,
to
okay.
Heaven.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. I see that. Misty, I can't answer that question because that might ruin some things. But
Again, Led Zeppelin.
yeah. Yep. I get it. All right. Now we really are going to be sued by like Robert Plant. Okay. And yes, it is how all Amway happens.
Probably more likely to be sued by them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I got to turn the comments off. There we go. So his humble abode isn't terrible. He's managed to do a pretty good job of stone and trees he's cut down. Somehow you see there's a pole axe, or what was once a pole axe is now much more of a pill axe. You know, it's rusted, it's beat up, it's bent. The haft has been broken and like tied back together with string or something. You see there's a fire pit, but there's no fire. You see what might be the remains of a rabbit or some other rodentia that he's eaten, the furry kind, the really furry kind, so rabbit, squirrel, something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you've probably slept in worse places.
Probably.
He's like, I've made some soup. The soup is better when it's lukewarm. I promise. It tastes like the air. And he's made soup in a metal helmet.
Is it really soup or is it just imaginary soup? Since it
No,
tastes
there's
like air?
there's dark liquid and what appear to be edible things in it.
If only I hadn't eaten on the boat.
Yeah, we had snacks on the way over.
Maybe later then.
No,
Yes,
we're
absolutely.
leaving. Not
Shop
late.
cookies.
No.
So what else?
So how long have you? You've had time to buffer now. How long have you been here?
He gets down on all fours again. He scrambles about, and he pulls out like a tablet and something that like a pencil or it's a fantasy game and a pencil. And he's like there are marks, and he's like there are 7 marks for every moon. And he like goes over in the 4 moons for every epoch. I've been here 2 epochs for 8 moons, and he goes over, and then he kind of loses a long time. He says, "I've been here a very long time,
Sounds
forever."
like you counted a complicated way too. That makes it seem longer.
It's how I stay sane. If I count just the days, I'll lose my mind.
That's fair.
Same, yeah.
Mm.
So
He takes a wooden spoon and eats some of the soup.
Well, we were sent here, or did we just come here on our own? We were sent.
You were sent, yeah.
Okay.
We were encouraged to get on the boat and then find this myth.
Okay. We were sent here to find the beast in the loch. How do we find the loch?
He fumbles the soup, and the helmet rolls downhill a little bit and bangs against the Duck Knight's leg. And he's just like knocks his primitive fire pit over, and he starts to sob.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, that was a waste.
I'll
What a shame.
pat him on the back.
He's like, if only I could tear my eyes out so I could unsee the beast.
Oh,
Well, that
goodness.
wouldn't be helpful for us, though.
Cool.
So prettier than your bride to be, huh?
Devilish beauty, he says.
Your bride or the beast?
The beast. The beast. It takes over your mind. It doesn't devour your flesh, it devours your soul.
Is that what
Or
happened to you?
mechanically, it devours your spirit.
Is that what happened to you?
I was enthralled by the beast for he like counts. He's like 2 moons, but then I escaped one day.
How'd you escape? How do you get unenthralled? I thought that was like a permanent state of existence.
No. My mind sharpened after I fell and hit my head on a rock.
Mm.
And he like shows you the scar. And so when he pulls his hair back, you see that although his face is weathered, he actually isn't that old. It's just with the thick white hair and the beard and everything. But he's actually probably in his mid-30s.
Okay.
And actually, everybody make a clarity save for me, if you would. You're not going to be lose any clarity if you fail. But
1.
Ooh,
5.
Got a 9.
I got a 4.
10.
I got a
those who saved, when he shows you the scar and he reveals more of his face, he actually is a knight that you all are familiar with. He was known as the Purple Knight, even though he is not currently wearing any purple. But he was a kind of a bard, a skald, and he had several quests under his belt. He was likable, very well liked by everyone, even the Surly Knights. And he disappeared about 2 years ago.
Can he make a guitar gently weep?
Not in his current condition. He's in his post mescaline phase. He's not. He's not quite what he was.
So which direction would be the beast of the lake be?
So he very dramatically, his hand goes up and there's I say mountains, probably no like 500 feet high, right? But because it's somewhat improbable this island has such a peak. But he's like past the peak, down into the lake and down into the Loch, he says.
Right.
So what other wee beasties happen to be around here?
Ogres and giant bats, and the tiger queen.
Oh my!
So how have you managed to survive so long? And is there anybody else left from your party?
I see, though. He stops, and he sort of
make him cry again.
He starts to cry again. I cannot believe I just lied to you. I've lied. I'm terrible. I don't deserve your pity.
Oh, I have no pity, and I'll feed you back to. I'll take you back to your honey. But is there anybody left out of your? What were you lying about?
The three now serve the beast.
Who are the 3?
The 3 from the other boat.
He looks at you like you're insane. How did you know about the other boat? And he scrambles backwards into his hovel, and he throws some branches over himself to kind of hide himself.
I'll take the book back out of the bag and
yeah.
No. And he stands up and he knocks his house down. And he's like, no.
Wait. Don't knock your house down.
That book was written by a dead man. That man is no longer. He's no longer alive. He's dead.
Okay. And?
Don't read the book of a dead man.
That's
I mean,
pretty
aren't
limiting.
most books, aren't most
It
books
seems like a
written by
strange
dead
rule,
men?
right? But, yeah.
I can't go to the library now.
He will,
I mean, if my
he will
studies
follow
end.
you. You will follow him unto death.
Well,
I mean, that's the natural state of things.
What happened to the man who wrote the book?
He died. He was not able.
Specifically.
He can't answer you.
Okay.
All right, I'll stick it back in the bag.
He's kind of in a time loop when you do that. He's like, no, paradox, don't, and then explodes.
That escalated quickly.
It really did.
But yeah, he when you ask him, what happened to the man who wrote the book, he just can't answer that.
Well, we all know what we came here for. Time to go fishing.
Off
Let's
to
go
the-
fishing.
I need a rest because I'm
Yeah.
fatigued.
And at that, the wretch, we'll just call him the wretch. At that, the wretch says, "You hear," and he offers you some. It looks like he's pushed some leaves into a burlap sack that he sewed. He's like, "It's a pillow. It will help you rest."
Oh, well, that's nice.
Thank you. I'll
So is
take
any of us going to stand watch while the rest of us take a nap? Or
I'll
do we
take
rotate
watch.
watches?
Watch is probably not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
I'll take a watch.
He's I will light. He looks at his fire pit and starts to cry as he says, "I will light a fire." He rebuilds it, but does then light a fire for everyone.
Okay.
I'll go gather a little bit of wood to help make him feel better.
You're going off by yourself.
Not far. I figure there's got to be some wood close by.
Yeah, and I didn't think I was wandering into a hedgerow when I was walking down the path.
Yeah, I'll poke around nearby to see if I see any wood or something close by.
We might want to use a buddy system from now on.
If anybody would like to
We
go
gotta
along.
hold hands.
Okay, we don't. I mean, that's a bit much, but probably shouldn't go anywhere alone if we can avoid it.
The buddy system, but no touching.
Oh. What if we did friendship ropes?
Hey, I'm not. I'm just saying. You do whatever you want. You do you.
I mean, I guess I do have rope, so I suppose we could do that. Sure.
Yeah, we all just hold on to the rope.
Okay. Well, I'm going to sleep.
I will be holding no rope. I am sleeping.
I don't care. Yeah.
The wretch lights a fire. You are able to find some firewood.
I'll take a nap.
As you rest, the sun sets and night encroaches on the land. It seems it was only mid-afternoon before. Now it's the night, so the days and nights are starting to get a little wonky, which is a technical term, by the way.
Very technical.
During the night, there's a lot of sounds and this wretch. Yes, this wretch does do that, Jeff. Yes, the Purple Knight does support indie authors. That's correct. He has some virtues, and that is he supports indie authors, as you should. Just say.
Stack on some extra firewood and cast a little bit of extra light into the darkness.
Okay.
Do you see anything around?
You see eyes, sets of eyes watching you, but it could be animals.
It's really not a comfort.
Do any of them look big enough to barbecue?
If you're going by the height of the eyes off the ground, yeah, in theory. if you have barbecue sauce.
Mm,
You can make barbecue sauce.
A little bit of salt, maybe.
Not in my
Full
preference.
slow roasting.
There we go.
Anybody want to go hunting for breakfast?
Rations.
Oh, there we lost someone. Who knows?
Jim.
It poofed out.
oh no! Oh
I
god, he
volunteer.
hunted too hard. He went
He
off
went
to go
hunting.
hunting. He'll be back. Yeah.
When you go alone.
We told him not to wander off.
We need the friendship.
It's typical.
rope.
It's typical. Does he listen? No.
No.
We gotta have the friendship
Nettles.
rope or we'll get separated.
What happened to the duck night? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. He went to hunt and was never seen again.
The night does pass.
No, he
I-
doesn't. He'll be back.
There he is.
A mouse get punished for it, I swear.
Did you have a good hunt?
There we go.
You better have brought back something good.
Yeah, you need breakfast for all of us. You left.
Told you not to wander off.
You,
Yeah.
Like that's ever been useful for me before.
Yeah, that's fair.
you do bag a pheasant, which was not exactly what you were looking for, but
It works.
I've had worse.
Mm-hmm.
but when you're out there, the best way to describe it is that the air itself feels thick.
So we're in the low country of South Carolina. Is that what you're saying?
Super.
Yeah. Just like home.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and dress the pheasant.
All right, so you
I'm
all
taking
have
that.
pheasant for breakfast.
Yay, breakfast.
Far too soon, the sun starts to edge up over in the east. You hear a roar that wakens you.
Uh-oh.
And
Beyonce's up.
the wretch wakes up and he's like, "It's the ogre. It must have seen your boat."
Well, I guess
Uh-oh.
we should go defend our boat, or are we just going to say that's a future problem?
I'm going to say at this point we can't. If it's seen the boat, we're too late.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's probably smashed by now. By the time we get there, it's gonna be smashed. I mean, I'd
Told
really
y'all
like
we ought
to
to go
defend
ogre
it.
hunting yesterday, but no.
let's have breakfast and head for the loch.
Okay. Yeah. One monster at a time.
Right.
I remember that
It
sitcom.
was on my business cards.
I wrote it down in my to-do list.
All right, you eat some pheasant, greasy meat. I think pheasant is greasy.
Yeah.
Probably.
And you're not sure that was the best idea when you're about to go have a fight, or perhaps have a fight, but it is filling. It is filling. The wretch, in a moment of almost clarity, looks at you and says, "Are you truly wish to see the beast of the Loch?"
Yeah, that's why we're here.
And
And
that's why
it's
we're
a
here.
quest.
It is our
I want to
quest.
see its head on a plate as we get ready to cook her tonight.
He's like, "I will take you then." And he like digs through all the refuse and stuff around, and he finds like a battered, rusted kite shield, and he straps that on his arm, like literally straps it on his arm. And he's like, I will show you the way, but I cannot face the beast again."
You need not.
We won't make you.
Understood.
We'll let you get married
and-
first.
Take us close and then let us go.
Better to be devoured by the queen tiger than by the beast.
Right.
Let's march on.
Okay.
Let's go. Tally-ho!
All right. It takes you up a winding path that kind of switches back on itself a couple times. And it takes a few hours, actually. But by the time you get there, you're about to round the bend. You can see the bit of the loch already. You can see like the eastern end of it. The sun's the clouds are a little thinner as you get up there, so there's some sun coming in. But as you get to the switchback that'll take you around, he says, "This is as far as I can go. I cannot see it again."
Thank you for your guidance. We'll take it from here.
We'll see you when we get back.
Sure.
Assuming that your girlfriend doesn't show up first.
Right. So he will
hide at your house.
He starts back down the mountain very quickly, stumbling here and there. And what would you all like to do?
He's going to be married by the time we get back. Y'all know that, right?
Well,
Yeah,
maybe we'll be
probably.
time for the wedding feast.
Oh dear.
He is the wedding feast.
Well,
One
Still
monster
want
at a
Ben
time.
to realize this.
my parents always told me that marriage was a complicated affair and that I would understand when I was older. So
Switch
I
base to the lake
yeah.
so I can lose my mind early.
Yeah, I think we're
over the
Continue.
over the ridge,
I don't
right?
want to deal with this.
Don't we go up over the rise and
You go around it, really.
around it? Okay.
You can
round
really
the bend.
path.
Be coming
and-
down the mountain when she comes.
There's this
Oh Lord.
area of mist and
Thank you,
darkness on the
coffee.
other side of the mountain. So there's the lake itself, and you see some light on the lake. It's still mostly cloudy. But even though the sun is in a wrong direction to cast shadows, the mountain casts a shadow over the lake. And down very far, at the very far bottom, there's a waterfall. And there's a figure. Even from here, the figure is beautiful to your eyes. Figure standing on a rock. And in front of the figure, like they're not in the waterfall, but they're close enough to the waterfall for the water to spray on them, are three figures kneeling on their swords, as if in supplication to the figure that you see.
I'm gonna go with those are the three.
and I'm guessing the
I'm
figure is the
thinking.
beast.
I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, Archer, do you think you
Yes.
can put the three of them out of their misery before we have to deal with her?
Sure.
Or whack them in the head with a rock. It worked for
I
the
was
other
gonna
guy.
say,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
my
from a
knife might be
distance.
better for them.
We can do some
I mean,
rock
we can-
whacking.
Can we? Sure, we could throw rocks from. Can somebody throw rocks from this far?
How close are we?
Yeah.
At this point, a couple 100 feet, but you could probably throw rocks at them from
That's
here.
Have to be
really
big
far.
rocks.
Can we
Is there
see?
a vantage point over the top of them since that's like a waterfall?
It would be harder to get to, but you could get over there, perhaps.
What if we did? I don't know if we're gonna need like a distraction if she'll let us get close without stopping us.
It's hard to say.
Hmm.
Well, I can be a distraction, but probably I should tie something around my eyes or something. I don't know how her woojity boojity make you fall in love works.
Although
Yeah.
we should be here to, smack you in the head afterwards.
Yeah, hit me with a rock. Thank you.
We
Pick
can
a pretty one.
tie the friendship rope
Anytime.
around your waist.
So we're going to tie the friendship rope and go say hi. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
Well-
that'd be perfect.
We could
Brilliant
inch the friendship rope down around that creature's neck and
Are we trying to kill this thing or
Be
rescue?
friends with her
What are
that
we
way.
trying to do here? Exactly. we trying to kill this thing or rescue these people or both or something else?
Well, I mean,
Well,
Both.
you're in essence you're supposed to go find out the truth. Is it a myth? Is it not a myth? Is this real? What is real about it?
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, we did that.
Confirmed.
Well, we should
Confirmed.
probably try to save our brethren, right?
right. You know something is there. Yeah. So I mean, saving your brethren would bring you more glory, for instance.
Yes.
Yes, you could now just turn around and say, "Yep, we've seen the beast."
There's multiple beasts on this island, in fact. This is Monster Island.
welcome to Cougar Island.
I think someone just took all the monsters and said, this is a good spot, and just went on their way.
If that's so, where's Godzilla?
Don't ask that yet.
So is there a way to sneak down to get to the supplicants without her seeing, or no?
Well, they're pretty close in front of the figure, so your final move on them would be seen, but you could sneak down to get closer. Yes.
Well, I'm trying. So I've got beast speech, and I'm trying to figure out what question to ask. So I get one question, and the beastie has to tell me truthfully.
It will answer truthfully. Yes, right.
So it's like, do I go over and say, what's the easiest way to defeat you? Or do I go over and say, what is your greatest weakness? Or do I go with something a little more easy, like, what are you looking for here, lassie? But I think that would probably be obvious. Or maybe that's, what are you looking for here, Nessie?
That last one doesn't really help us.
No.
Are they forced to answer your question truthfully?
Yes.
Well, I just want to make it clear that they will answer your question truthfully. And I know it might seem like it might not make any difference between forced and will, but the beast, the creature, whatever it is, will answer one question truthfully.
But I think we probably are playing by genie rules here about not giving weasel answers out of the way, weasel wording the way out of this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it will answer questions like, what's your greatest weakness, but you may not like the answer.
Oh, yeah, I might say nothing.
I mean, I can just walk over and say, what would it take for you to let these fine young gentlemen loose?
We could just kill it.
You could do
Or
that.
we can just go sneak up around and try to drop stuff on top of her.
Yeah, because what happened to the whole shooting it with arrows thing?
I'm willing. I'm
I think
totally
it was
willing.
just, if I'm assuming if we attack her, the other guys will then attack us, and we don't want to kill them? Question mark.
Right.
Although if
Right.
we
Would rather
take
not,
her
yeah.
out, the
Yeah.
the enchantment may be shot, and they'll say, "Hooray, you saved us! Yay!"
Well, I have to
Hang
get
on a minute.
away,
Just-
so I don't
just-
have range.
There is a possibility I can think of here, though. What if we go find the
I
other
have-
kitty beast and say, we have found you your ideal mate, and see if we can set them up?
Presumably, they are aware of each other.
I would assume.
That's her other
I'm thinking.
ex. To marry Kitty, you have to defeat her two evil exes.
That's the one X she didn't kill.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I don't know if we need 2 monsters. 1 monster at a time, remember?
Yeah, we have a
don't need them
list. I wrote
together.
a list.
Number
Especially
1.
because
Loch is the first one.
because we don't have a whole lot of time
All the
left to
rest.
defeat this beast. So
I mean, I don't know. I guess we attack her and see what happens. I don't know.
I'm going to try to sneak down there, I think. And if I
Okay.
get close to those guys
I'll
without
be a
their
distraction,
security-
and I'll walk up
Yeah.
the beast so I can go ask her a question.
Okay, so Duck Knight is heading towards the east. Alessandra is being more stealthy. Got it. What is
I'm
everyone else?
aiming towards the 3 guys.
I'm getting into position to fire an arrow, because if this goes south, I want to fire.
So, yeah,
I'm
okay. So
gonna
you're getting
go
a vantage point.
I'm gonna go with the Duck Knight but try and only look at her from her reflection in the water and not her directly.
Smart.
Okay.
And I'm going with them, but I'm only going to look at her feet.
I was going to say I'm probably going to try the old person, shield, shield
Yeah.
left behind the shield sort of routine, but
Okay. So, Alessandra, you are able to sneak down, and you're in some fern. Let's just say ferns. Ferns are good. This area is very dark, like almost completely in shadow, but you're still able to see. And you see they have their helms on, and they're leaning on their swords, and they've got their cloaks are not like from afar they look black, but you get there and you see really that their cloaks are just saturated with dirt and soot and torn, and they're old, right? Whereas from afar they look, oh, it kind of looks menacing, but up close these three really look pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
They look like weak.
They look like
It's
the
rough.
purple guy.
As rough as Pawpaw?
Yeah. Except they're not as well groomed as Papa is.
or as well fed, I'd have
my.
to guess.
Poor thing.
Um,
I'd like to. Are you guys ready? Are you guys? Have they made it?
We're
now?
ready. Yeah, we're approaching carefully.
I am ready.
So the three of you start to approach, and there's no really reaction till you get about 20 paces, I guess. And then you eyes look at something, and I want everybody to make a spirit save for me.
Me too.
Yeah.
Not yet for you.
Okay.
And Declan, not yet for you.
Okay.
We're too far away.
well, that would be a 15, so that would be a no.
Okay.
20.
Oh no.
4.
Okay, so 4. All right. So we'll start with the 15 and 20 first. The two of you see a beautiful person, whatever the most beautiful person is to you, male, female, no gender at all. Whatever that beauty is to you, you see it standing on the rock. And very dramatically, the person looks back at you, and their hair is flowing in this weird, and you're enamored with the person. So I'll just say that you're predisposed to like this person. You didn't think you'd like the beast, but hey, the beast is not too bad, right?
They're on your hear me out cake.
Right.
Idris Elba, you're here.
Exactly. Isabel is like looking back at you like, hey, woman. Yeah. Sorry. Wherever you are. But yeah, like he's definitely, but Harmony, you see the beast for what it really is. It's not a person standing on a rock. It is the skeleton, a human skeleton, dressed in rags, with like golden seaweed for the hair. And it's not a rock, actually. You see, from your vantage point, there's a reptilian eye that like opens and looks back at you. And you see that it's actually not a rock, it's a head of some sort of mythical, perhaps has lived for 65 million years type of animal. And you see it slowly start to like rise up out of the water. Oh no, we lost Jessica.
So
She had to take a break.
Okay, gotcha. And it's like turning its head. So what the others see is like Elsandra, you don't quite see it. It's again that blur. It's like hard to kind of, for you, it's hard to figure out still. But for the other two, for the Duck Knight and for the Moon Knight, you both see that this beautiful person is turned towards you, right? And has opened their arms and not speaking, but is like wants you to come closer.
And I do.
Um,
So I know Jessica will probably shoot when she comes back, I suspect. So what do you want to do, Alessandra? As clearly the creature is distracted.
Okay, so the creature is distracted. So I want to try to snap these people out of whatever they're in, whatever fugue state they're in. Sounds like I can do that by hitting them. At least that's the information I have. Now, I know there's 3 of them. Am I able to deal like non-lethal damage?
Sure.
Can I do that with Mighty Cleave to 2 of them?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. So I will do that. I've got shield and mace.
Okay. So
do I roll it twice or just?
Yeah, you'll. Oh, that's a good question. When I made that up, I didn't think about that. But I'm gonna give you a bonus die.
Okay.
All right. Because you're hitting a surprise, so another D8.
Okay, let me find my other one.
And then if you can apply the dice to each of them separately. Like if you roll a 7, a 5, and a 4, you can apply like the 7 to one of them and the 5 to another.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So rolling 2 D8s and a D4.
Right. So Jessica, what are you doing? What's Declan doing?
I'm getting ready to fire, I guess, on the creature.
Okay.
Or on the beast.
Right.
Get it.
Yep.
What are Duck Knight and Moon Knight doing?
Well, I came down to ask a question, so hopefully at least I am prepared enough to orate and impugn upon this fair creature.
Okay, you'll get to ask your question in a second, but yes, you certainly can do that. Moon Knight, you're just going to walk up to it, or?
Oh, hell yeah. I love you.
Harmony?
Great for you.
I am going to try. Am I able to sort of tell that my 2 companions have been a bit bedazzled?
Yes.
Then I'm going to try and sort of put myself in front of them, like arms out as just, oh, wonderful creature. Like I'm also bewitched, but I'm really just trying to hold them back from getting closer.
Okay. That sounds good. I think Misty is frozen.
Yes.
Oh no!
Truly bedazzled.
Idris Elba got her.
I mean,
easily the best thing that's happened to me in a week.
This is perfection. This is perfect. There could not have been a better frame.
Okay, so we'll do it this way. Jim, ask your question.
Also frozen?
Oh no, they're both bewitched.
oh no.
That is so weird.
Well then.
Oh
my God.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
he's
fair
back.
beast.
Oh, he's frozen too. Oh.
This is amazing. The internet is a paid actor tonight.
It really is.
This beast is no joke.
For real, attacking the frames directly.
Hilarious.
I'm a little nervous to attack. I don't know what it's going to do to me.
I know. We're all gonna. The game will just end because the beast destroyed the internet.
So we'll wait for Jim so he can answer that. He can ask his question.
Incredible.
Oh, gee, thanks. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, this is not at all how Harmony thought being a knight would go, but that's okay.
Okay.
How did Harmony think a night would go? A lot more jousting and
Yeah, and like giving flowers to people when you win a tournament and reciting poetry to pretty people and like talking
All
about
those sweet
you
things.
know how important honor and virtue and friendship are.
So it was
Oh,
sort of
sweet-
like a combination
child.
of Camelot and My Little Pony.
Yeah.
That's what
Sweet
She went to
child.
the My Little Pony school of knighthood.
Knighthood
you
is
sweet
basically
summer
just a
child.
Friendship is glory.
Yeah. Yeah, this is all about friendship.
So let's do this. Alessandra, go ahead and make your attack on the two knights.
Okay. 2d8 and a d4. I've got a 6, a 4, and a 4.
Okay. So you're trying to basically to not really damage them, but not sort of knock them out. I mean, break them out of whatever
Concussion them.
this is.
Literally knock some sense into them.
Okay.
Just a gentle concussion.
So night
Mild.
one. So
Yeah.
we're gonna say that 1, 2, and 3. Give me a die to which die are you applying the 6 to?
So they're just kind of in a row in front of me.
Yeah. The one closest to you is 1. The one furthest away is 3. So you can get 1 and 2.
I'm going to apply. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just going to go in order. I'll apply the 6 to 1, and then is that the only one that works?
Well, no. You can apply another die to the other one.
Okay, and then the other 2 were 4s, so a 4 to the middle guy.
Okay.
Woo.
So
Sure.
the blow to the one closest to you, it stands up and flourishes its cloak and sword in a very and you can see that the person is very gaunt, not quite skeletal, but very, very gaunt, hard to even discern who their features, and they look like they're ready for battle. But the second one that you when you smack them, he falls on his face.
Okay.
And so he looks like he's looking around like it has worked against him.
Okay.
Let's see, Jim get it.
Is he gonna ask his question?
He just fully disappeared. Okay.
Yeah, the beast took him out, man.
There he is.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yay!
We made it back. He survived.
So just real quick to wrap up, can I shout to the guy that it seemed like it worked? Brother, help me. Just something.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
here.
no, that's good. Yeah,
Okay.
he stands up and he doesn't flourish real big, but he does recognize what you've done for him. He's coming. So he's coming around to that. Yes.
Okay.
So.
But the first one, he looks like he's ready to fight me.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks aggressive. Okay. Just understanding my position. Okay.
Yes. Jim, ask your question.
Oh, well, have we already started beating the hell out of it?
No. Just the other knights. So
Okay. Oh, fair beastie, of what is it that you are seeking, and so that we can get the hell on our merry way?
Lot.
He's been drinking.
Unfortunately not. But I forgot what question I had going, and then everything reset.
That hydro got you.
Dupified by the beast.
the beast will simply answer, "I want to be loved."
I love you.
Declan, go ahead.
I'm firing on the beast.
On the beast. Okay, so make a spiritual save for me.
Okay. Let me pull that up so I know what I'm doing here. Okay. Please don't roll high. Ah, crap. I rolled an 11.
Okay, what's your spirit? Spirit?
10.
Okay, so you have a lot of regret because this is a very beautiful creature and you're about to destroy it. But alas, the die is cast, and so go ahead and roll your attack.
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
Okay. So I assume you're going to apply the 6 to damage.
Yes.
Okay. You fire your arrow and it strikes into the rock, which seems strange.
Yeah.
And Harmony, you see an arrow strike the beast in its head, and it looks like it's angrier, and so like it moves its head, and the skeletal figure on top like flops like one of those things you used to put on your dashboard on your car that would shake or whatever when you go.
Mhm.
It's a bobblehead.
Yeah, or it's a
It's a
bobblehead.
dancing
Yeah, very
unicorn.
bobbleheady. And it looks like it's done a little bit of damage, but not a lot. And then there's a roar that comes from the beast. Oh, we're getting close to time, or we are at time. So,
Yeah.
all right. Let's go. Let's go in order. I'll go from my right to the left. Harmony, what are you doing this round? The beast has been attacked and damaged, and you've seen the beast for what it is. It's an actual dinosaur that lives in a lake. Surprise!
It's a Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack it with my axe and do the smite thingy.
Okay, all right. Alessandra, are you going to fight the knight, fight the beast, run away, or what?
Am I able to? The beast isn't doing anything right now, right? It's
Not
just
to you.
Not to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna fight the knight at the moment.
Okay. Are you still trying to get him out of his feud, or you're just gonna end him? Either way is honorable, by the way.
Either way is what?
Honorable. So killing him is just as honorable as freeing him at this point.
I think I'm just gonna do like a full attack and kind of whatever happens at this point.
Sounds good. Don't forget you all have feats as well that you can use. Declan, somewhat regretfully, you're in a life or death struggle with a beast. What are you going to do?
I'm going to try to attack the beast again.
Okay. Moon Knight, what would you like to do?
I want to love my friend the beast. I assume I'm still enthralled.
You are, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then I will fling myself at my beloved's feet and or I guess I'll hit the ground like the other knights and honor her or him.
Honor them.
Yeah, them. Yeah, I guess them is best.
Yeah,
So
Jim, what do you
mean? I'm enthralled as well, or did I get? All right, so I can't attack. I would assume.
You do so regretfully if you did, but so
just hit the rock. Don't hit the lady. Just hit the rock.
Yeah,
that's all you have to do, friend.
Well, that was my question: is how enthralled am I?
It still looks like there's a beautiful figure on a rock, but I mean, if your companion said attack the rock,
I'll attack the rock.
Okay.
I'm not that smart.
That rock is going to hurt her. She could fall.
I'm going to go crush a rock.
Okay. So let's take care of Alessandra's fight first.
Actually, if I hear that, I will also attack the rock.
Okay.
When it's my turn.
Alessandra,
that's an evil rock.
It is an evil rock. Alessandra, go ahead and make your attack.
5 and a 2.
Okay. So you're being helped by the other knight. He also gets a 5, so he will use his 5 to make your 5 a 6.
Okay.
Yay!
And that blow knocks the other knight, who's been, his skills as a knight might be good, but his vigor is like crap. So he goes down in a heap.
Okay.
Right.
Then I'm done with him. Is the third night he's still just kneeling? He's not doing anything?
The third night is just kneeling and not doing anything.
Okay, I'm going to leave him and I'm going to go help my friends then.
Okay.
I'll start moving in that direction.
Sounds good. So the other 4 of you, go ahead and roll your attacks. Remember, if you have a shield, you can also roll a d4 for that. And we'll go through and find out what everybody's numbers are.
I come charging forth to go say, I shall carve the rock to become a temple. And I roll 2 3s.
Okay.
Nice. So do I go ahead and roll the d12 for the smite as well?
Oh, yeah, if you're going to smite, roll the smite. Yep.
Okay, well then I got a 2, a 10, and a 6.
Okay, so 10 is high. We also have a 6. Jessica?
I rolled a 2. I also realized that I can do the feat of focus, which means I can perform a gambit without using a die.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what game do you use?
So I think, what would happen if I repelled her? Would that cause it or them to fall? Perhaps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least fall back in the water, right? Yeah.
That might be good. Okay, let's try that.
So Jim's got 2 3s. I have a 10, a 2, and a 6. We have the 2 from Declan and Misty. Misty, what's your rolls?
Well, I was going to smite, and then I needed to ask, is it nighttime?
It's dark enough here for you to do that, yes.
Cool.
Where you're at, you're like very like in shadow, yes.
Okay.
Yay!
In that case, I have a 4, a 2, a 9, and a 3.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So do you want to use one of those, like the 9, for instance, to bolster the attack?
Sure.
Very nice. Okay, so I think we have one repel, we have one bolster, so that gives us an 11, and that doesn't kill the beast specifically, but that's enough to knock the the bobblehead off. Into the water.
No!
And then the beast and then the beast is repelled, and it like rises out of the water, and you all see now it's much more fuller form, and then it falls into the water, not dead, but somewhat. Well, it'll do what it's going to do, and everyone who was enthralled is no longer enthralled.
Oh, yay!
Including the third guy.
Now you all see it's just floating in the water is this skeleton with, like I said before, reeds for hair, rags on itself, and it very slowly but sadly starts to sink into the water.
That skeleton drowned Idris.
Get revenge.
Tell you what, being on this island is just hell. I'm gonna go kill the damn thing.
All right, you can we can say that you hound you hound the beast to its death. We can say you do that. All of you together. Oh, we gotta get to blood.
Stop!
Like no blood this time.
Something of a cutscene where the companions, all those who want to, sort of hound the beast to its death.
All right, now let's go kill the damn ogre for tearing up the boat.
When you get back,
He'll be there.
Yeah, when you get back to you see that the 4 cowed seamen were smart enough to push off the boat before the ogre. The ogre is throwing rocks at it, but you're able to rendezvous with the boat. And are you taking the wretch with you and his book? Yes. Well, you've got the book. Are you taking the wretch with you?
Yeah, and the other guys too. Yeah.
And the other guys too?
And the other guys, yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Was the
Yeah,
third
all
one.
the ones.
We can't leave them to get married.
Unfortunately, the one first night died of his wounds, but at least he died in battle, so there was that. You can either bring him with you, or you can dispose of him on the island as you wish.
Let's
like we
bring
should
him.
bring
Take him
him,
back on his
bring him.
sword.
Yeah.
On
don't
his
want
shield.
to
On his shield, not on his sword. Sorry.
That would be
Sword
difficult.
might be a little gruesome.
It would be
A little
gross.
bit.
Well, that's one way to get the barbecue going.
And
good.
everyone, that is Mythic Bastionland. I appreciate
Yay!
you
No
playing.
one died. I mean, people did, but not us.
Right. Don't worry,
I don't know
Jessica.
how.
Next time, Jessica, I'll make sure you get killed.
Oh, you're
To
so thoughtful.
disappoint people, you know.
I don't know how none of us died. I just
We
don't.
didn't even really get hurt.
No,
Yeah.
you did pretty
So-
great.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
It's the power of friendship, you guys.
There we go. Friendship is glory. There we go.
It's the friendship bracelets Harmony made everybody. That's what saved us. Yep.
I believe it. I believe it.
All right.
Power
So
of friendship and chivalry.
we appreciate everybody watching tonight. We appreciate you watching in the future, or in the past, or in the Mythic lands.
And we apologize to the game creators.
We do that.
Sorry,
We
Chris.
probably did it all wrong, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and just let people know where they can find you on the interwebs. Judy.
So I'm Judy Black. You can find me on my website at judyblackcloud.com and pretty much every social media site at Judy Blackcloud. I am an internet gremlin and I'm pretty much always online somewhere.
Thank you so much. Thank you for playing.
Hi, you can find me at mistymassey.com. You can find me where the skies are blue or on Facebook. I am no longer doing anything on the site formerly known as, though, so don't look for me there because you won't see anything. And
You're not doing anything X-rated then?
I'm not. I'm not. And you can listen to me be equally ridiculous as I was tonight on the Authors and Dragons podcast.
Awesome. Thank you. Jim?
Easiest way to do is find me at jamespnettles.com. That'll take you to my site. From there, you can get to Continual. If you want to come hang out with us over there, you can come check out the workshop site if you're interested in any of the classes. And you can check out Creating Pros, which is my podcast. And there's some other stuff coming up soon that'll be linking through there. And occasionally I actually show up on social media. I try to avoid it as well.
Understood. SG?
Hi, yeah, you can find me at sgtosh.com, like it says right here. All my socials are on there, all my books that I've written, and I've got some live events coming up, some live appearances around Black Friday and Small Business Saturday here in Las Vegas. So if you're in the area, come see me.
Awesome.
You can find me at jessicanettlesauthor.com. You can find me on Facebook, on the Blue Sky, and on Instagram, where you can follow my adventures with my cats, my crochet, and my baking. My next live event is December 14th at Book Flood at Viking Alchemist Meadery in Smyrna, Georgia. Hope to see you there.
And I'm planning to be there as well.
Yep.
Awesome. I will be there. I don't know if I will be there selling, but I will be there. So thank you, everybody. Thank our audience. Thank the players, of course. Thank the game creator, Chris McDowell, who may or may not forgive us for what we did tonight.
And thanks, Sean, for putting up with us.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
For real.
Thank
It's
Thank
always
you, Sean.
it's always my pleasure to run you guys. We will be having our Zero Means You're Dead next episode of that. The multiverse episode is coming at December 7th, I believe. And then the next Hit the Dice will be in December, and where we will probably have someone who's not me running the game. So that'll be fantastic.
Gasp.
So you can find me here running occasional GM, occasional player. You can find me on Zero Means You're Dead. You can find me and this weekend I'll be doing This Week at Indies, which is writing food into your writing. And again, thanks Joe, who is lurking out there somewhere listening to me mess up the outro again. But Thanks, everyone, and it's always time to go indie now. Hold on. Hold on. There's an outro video, I thought.
I'm gonna joke. Play us out.
My harmonica noises. Man, if I'd gotten enthralled, I was going to play My Heart Will Go On that terrible kazoo.
Oh, man.
See, next time that would be Queen of the Recorder. I mean, let's just go.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, Sean goes to the we're out of here.